how long this takes for it to flip over. It's crazy. All right. Hello, friends. Welcome to today's live. I'm just sitting here waiting for my screen to flip over so I know that I'm actually live with you. But hi, welcome. Happy New Year's Eve. Can you guys believe it? We are on officially the last day of December. There we are. Hi, everyone. Hey there, and welcome to today's live, the very last one for the month of December, which is crazy. We have made it all the way to the end, and today we're going to make it all the way to the end of December daily. So that's very exciting. I hope you are all doing well. I really don't have anything very much administratively to update you on, except I suppose I've seen a couple of questions about when you will be able to upgrade to tier 2. That will happen tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm going to hit the button that allows it to be live, and then at that point you'll be able to bump up if you want to. I just didn't want to do it before January, because if you upgrade before January it would charge you the extra amount, and I didn't want it to do that to you. So we're going to hit the button tomorrow, and then it will be available there for you tomorrow. I think that's the only question I've had recently. Other than that, yeah. Tomorrow is 2022, and I'm very excited for it. And I actually wrote a little bit about how excited I am for it in one of my stories today. So let's go ahead and get to that. Hi, Mag. I feel like it's been a while since I've seen you. Hi, how are you? Hi, Janine. Welcome, you guys. All right, so let's go ahead. I'm going to flip you over onto my desktop here. We're going to work on this. Hold on one second. I'm getting called. Yes?
Ceiling?
Ceiling?
For the closet?
Oh, did I paint the ceilings? Yes. Yes. The same. White. Yeah. Yes. Aaron's working on the pantry today, and he's working on painting, so I painted all the other closets. Are you going to go or are you going to stay? Cats. Anyway, so yeah, Aaron's working on the pantry. We're hoping to get that done maybe this weekend. If not, then definitely this first week of January. That's our goal. Yes. Hello, everybody. Hi, welcome. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's get you flipped over to my desktop here. We've got 2 layouts to go today. They're going to be really, 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 really quick. Like laughingly quick, but you'll see. We'll get there. We'll do this. While I'm doing this, tell me, what are you guys doing for New Year's Eve? And any special plans for tomorrow for New Year's? We are, I think, my sister actually is here with me. Haley, you can say hi.
Hi.
My sister is here with me. She's working on her reading journal that she's putting a video together for. And just using my studio to film it. And tomorrow we're supposed to go to Frankenmuth to celebrate. Are they open tomorrow?
We're supposed to get a foot of snow, so I don't know if we're gonna go.
Oh, never mind. I guess we're going to get a foot of snow, so we might not do that. But we were going to do that. But then I started thinking about, wait a second, nothing is ever open on the 1st. So I don't know. Anyway, what are you guys doing? What's happening tonight? What's happening tomorrow? We are going over to my parents' house this afternoon to celebrate with them. I don't know what we're doing necessarily. If we have any plans, we'll probably just bring a bunch of games and play games and have some drinks. And then we're all staying the night at their house. And then tomorrow we're just going to hang out. So it should be really fun. Story 30 here. And this is why this is laughingly fast, because for story number 30, I just need to staple these and put them in the pockets. That's it. So this one, I had debated potentially putting photos with the tags, but because they're going to be back to back, you wouldn't see a photo. I also thought about maybe putting a photo on the tag itself and then writing something underneath. And then I decided that I'm kind of just feeling over December Daily, so I'm just going to handwrite some things and call this one good. So I'm going to staple it here, the twine on here, and then we're going to stick them in the pockets, and that will be number 30. A no photo. I feel like every year with December Daily, I have at least maybe 1 or 2 layouts that do not include photos. And I kind of like that. Sometimes it's nice to have a break from photos, from all the color that photos can bring. And sometimes I also like to have like minimal journaling layouts so that you get a break from all the words as well. All right, let me see what you guys are up to. Let's find out. Mag, you're great. You're making crepes for dinner. I want to come over. I want crepes. I love crepes. And now I'm officially jealous. Oh no, I'm frozen. Why? Am I frozen right now? Am I frozen? No, I'm not. Okay, I don't know what that was. That was a blip. That was a blip. That's gotta be. Maybe the internet doesn't like that I'm way too excited for 2020 to be here, or 2022 to be here. It's like, no. I have to at least get you one more time before the end of the year and freeze your frame. Anyway, so yes, Mag, I'm coming over for dinner. That sounds fantastic. Yes, and new paint makes everything way better. So, especially in this house where the previous people, I don't know, they just like destroyed everything. Probably, I mean, they were here for 17 years and that just happens, I think. But like everything is just, everything needs a new paint. So, we've been slowly working on repainting all of the closets, which is, you know, like not tons of people see the closets, but we open the closets every day and we're going to see that every day. So I'd like it to look nice. So we're repainting the pantry walls, and then Erin worked on getting all of the new shelves stained because we changed out the wire shelving and we're putting in wood shelving instead. So he's working on staining and painting, and then we'll get it assembled, hopefully at the beginning of the week. All right, so we'll do that. What else do you do? What else is everyone up to? Ooh, your book comes in on Monday. My book is supposed to be here today. I'm very excited. Deb, you're making lasagna for dinner. That sounds delicious. Oh, Mag, it's your first New Year's Eve by yourself. No, that's really sad. Well, we can be with you for a little bit here because it's the evening time there. I know it's not like super late, and it's definitely not, you know, turn of the clock or turn of the calendar. But we'll be here with you for a little bit. I'm sorry to hear that. Yes, Janine, you find out your new grandbaby's gender tomorrow. That's so exciting. And it's your son's birthday, right? Tomorrow too? I think it was your son, that it's his birthday, which is very cool. Dinner is in about 15 minutes, so you better hurry. Oh, I can do that. I can get it. I'll be there. 15 minutes on the clock. Okay, so remember how I cut through the pocket so that these could go up on the other side? So now I just got to pull them through, and then the opposite side I can just stick down in, right? So then this one I'll do the same thing. I'm going to put it in, and then we're going to pull it through. And then we'll do the same thing here, put this one back in, and then I might trim these down because they are kind of obnoxiously long. So let's do that. Husband's birthday. Yes. Okay, that makes more sense. Janet, hi. Happy New Year's. You can't believe you made it. You're so funny. How are you doing, friend? How are you doing? Oh. Okay, so we'll do that. And we'll get this one. And then we'll do this one. Your niece turns 15. She celebrates with ice cream cake at midnight. That's so cool. Okay. So So this layout is just gratitudes. So like, and I did gratitudes for things that happened in December and just hand wrote them out. There we go. So I've got all those trimmed down, looks much better. So I've got, okay, let's fix this. Okay, there we go. So I'm grateful that the kids experienced a magical holiday season and that they loved it so much. I'm grateful that we were able to be with family all Christmas weekend long at my parents' house. I'm thankful for my online craft community, the daily check-ins, the laughs and conversation, and everything in between. I'm grateful that our whole family is healthy again after bouts with COVID. We are past the scary time. I'm grateful for the one little word, fellow instructors, and receiving so much support from them when I was down. I'm grateful for our first ever family holiday photos. They brought me so much joy this year. So all things that happened in December of this year that I feel grateful for. I've got all this like fuzz on my scissors now. Let's get that off. So that is story number 30, and it's just gonna slip right in, and that one is done. Okay. I still really like this like dangly tag thing. It's really fun. Okay, and then story number 31 is this right here. So what I did is I pulled aside all these 31s, and we'll figure out, we did this back with the foundation stuff. And then, okay, so then we've got this. So then I have this embracing card, which I chose because my word for 2021 was embrace. And then on the back side of it, I am putting my new word for next year on the back. So quite literally, I'm just going to tape these together and put a number on there, and this one will be done. It's the end of the year, folks. And you know, sometimes you just feel like making it easy and being done with it. So if you're feeling like that, you are not alone. Okay. So throw that on there. And then I just need to figure out my numbers. I could do the wood veneer. I kind of like the wood veneer. Or, oh, I should have done, if I was going to do this, I should have done it before I stapled it. But you know what? I don't want that one. Anyways. No. So we'll just do this wood veneer one, because I think it takes up the right amount of space here. And then that'll be that. Those can go back. Okay. Oops. Okay, good. So let me see. Janet, you're joining in on the book club. Yay! Planning to do my week in the life. I'm planning to do that in probably March or April of this year. And I am planning to do videos. I don't have anything set in stone yet for it, because it just seems like a little bit of ways. I feel like after doing 2 giant projects in the course of 3 months that I just feel a little tired. So I'm trying not to make any like super big plans for giant projects like right now. I have plans for kind of like the everyday type of storytelling stuff. And then once I feel a little bit better, maybe towards the end of January, I'll start projecting forward for Week in the Life and figure out a more concrete plan for putting it together and, you know, filming it and what I'm going to do for that. That's so funny. You took your book to the hairdressers. I love that. I can't wait. Mine's coming in today. I can't wait to read it. Haley, do you have yours yet?
I think it came in yesterday.
Oh, Haley got hers yesterday. We're very excited to read this book. Okay, so this one here, this embracing, is just going at the end like that, right? And that's day 31. So I'll read you this one. So this one says, wow, 2021, you sure were a tough year. Lots of good, but lots of hard. I feel a little guilty saying that I'm ready to let you go and move on with a clean slate, ready to say goodbye to embrace, and ready to embrace a new word this year. Embrace taught me a lot this year. A lot about dealing with changes, working through disappointment, seizing opportunities, and revealing the areas of my life that really need more work. Embrace showed me just how much I rely on control and how I let the loss of it dictate the stress and pressure I put on myself. Embrace showed me that I am capable of doing so much, but that so much without boundaries comes with sacrifices we don't anticipate. Embrace taught me to investigate what is right for me in the moment right now, and to do that even if it doesn't make sense from the outside looking in. Embrace taught me to give myself grace, to let things go, to pick up the pieces when I am ready, to share vulnerably, to be real and authentic, and know that I'm good enough. Embrace was a heavy word for me this year, and one I am more than ready to move on from. I'm looking forward to embracing a little more light next year, a lot more joy, deeper connections, and a life where I don't just work hard, I play hard too. I look forward to learning what it means to play without ulterior motives. I look forward to learning what it means. Oh, I already said that. I look forward to discovering new ways of playing. I look forward to further developing my playful side and sharing that with my family. I look forward to finding the joy and the hope and all the love we can muster next year. Welcome to 2022. Welcome, play. And so then my word. This thing, I don't have anything left to do with this. This is just a holding place for cards that I got this year, which actually, let me grab these that I've had lying on the side that I need to add in there. And then, let me see what I've got. I've got quite a few. One of the things I did this year, and I don't know if I'm going to use them for anything this year in particular. Oh yeah, that's not that. Yeah, so one of the things that I might do next year with these, like I might just keep them and use them next year, is I cut off all of the stamps that came on the cards. So like all of these holiday looking stamps, and I don't have anything to do with them this year, but I might just hold on to them and maybe make a page someday with those. I think Amy Gretchen did something like that, and it was really, really cool. All right, so I've got, I have a whole bunch of cards from friends and crafty people, you know, crafty friends and all that kind of stuff. But I also have this one that kind of makes me giggle, and I'm keeping it. That is from our garbage man. So he left us this card on our garbage can that says, you know, Christmas time throughout the land. Here's hoping yours is wonderful and grand, from your garbage man, Bobby. And I loved it. I was like, that's so awesome. I'm keeping that, and I'm putting it in with my Christmas cards. So it's pretty chunky, but whatever. You know, I wonder if I can move one of the like thicker ones up. Okay, that kind of helps distribute a little bit more of that. So that gives some chunk here at the end, but it's gonna be fine. And then the rest of this, so that's gonna make it probably not closable. We'll find out if I can close this thing still or not with all those in there. Oh yeah, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. It's chunky, but it's fine. Yes. See, I thought so too. I'm like, what? We got a Christmas card from our garbage man? That's the best thing ever. It's the little things. The little things. All right, so these guys, I think I'm just going to put these in with like my ephemera because I might use them next year. I won't remember who they came from or where they came from, but I will remember them. This is a note I kept that I need to put somewhere. This is from Izzy's best friend at school. He is thankful for his best friend. Izzy helps when I need help. Oh, it's so cute. So I kept that for Izzy, and it says, I like you. This is her friend Liam, and she and Liam are getting married when they get older. That's what they told me. To which my response is, if you still want to when you're older, then sure. That's my response for everything. Oh, if you want, like I was telling Amy I talked to Amy yesterday for a Friday with Friends interview, which you guys, these interviews are going to be really, really fun for you all to listen to. I'm really excited to help you get to know each other in this way. It's going to be great. So I was talking to her yesterday, and we were talking about dyeing hair colors and how Izzy really wants to have rainbow hair. And I always tell her that, you know, when she gets to high school, if she still wants rainbow hair, she can do it. You know, and when she gets there, legitimately, I will let her do it. I don't care. It's fine. Okay, so that is that, you guys. That completes my December daily. It's over. It's done. Questions you might have for me about December daily with the process videos on YouTube. I think I'm going to post 2 more. I've up to 13 on there. I'm going to do 14 and 15 and a flip through of volume 1. And then this volume, which is story 16 through 31, I will post on my YouTube channel next November. So next year, when you start to get ready for December daily again, it'll be, I mean, many of you have seen these all come together, but it will be kind of an easier way to go and rewatch the videos and see the pages come together from beginning to end as we're going into December. So that is my plan for YouTube, is to post these up, this volume of pages in November of 2022. Same thing for October. I'm going to do the exact same thing and post the rest of my October process videos on YouTube from this year in September of 2022. So that way it's kind of the same. It can help just make you excited for the new year. So there's that. I do have photos taken of my layouts, but I haven't had a chance to edit them yet. That starts with layout 14. So story number 14 through 31. I just need to get those photos edited, and then I will upload them into the individual video posts here on Patreon so that you guys can go back and reference those, and you don't have to watch the video to see them again. You'll be able to just see the images. I just haven't had a chance to do it. It's been a really, really busy, chaotic build up to next year. So I feel like once we get through the first week of January, things are going to settle down much more around here, and that will be good. That'll give me opportunities to go back and do some things that I need to go back and do. So that's that. I don't know. Is there anything else? Anything else you guys might have a question about? Can we see it now? See it now. What are you looking to see now, Lindsay? Something new for buildings. Yeah, exactly. And Betsy, I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet for December daily and October daily next year. For now, I'm just kind of sitting on it to think about, like, do I want to do the lives every day again? Do I want to, I don't know. It's so far off. And right now I just feel so over it that it's not like the best mind frame for me to plan out what I want to do for a daily project next year. It's either going to be in tier 2 or it may become something of its own. I'm not totally sure yet. Just because so much goes into it. So it's just, trying to figure out what makes the most sense. But if I do the daily stuff, it'll be here on Patreon. Like, I'm not going to do that on my regular YouTube channel. It will be here. It's just in what capacity, how often, what tier, that sort of stuff. But at the minimum, it would be at tier 2. Calendar. Are you talking about calendar for YouTube calendar? I do have a calendar set up for Patreon. I haven't yet put the YouTube one on there because I'm still trying to fill in a couple extra things, and making sure that it's all ready to go before I post that up. Because I feel like once I post those up, then that's like a commitment that I've made. So I just want to make sure that I can fulfill all of my commitments before I make that available for public consumption. So if you're looking for the YouTube one, that'll probably be posted at the beginning of January. I do have a video that I am posting tomorrow on my regular YouTube channel that will take you through like what to expect on YouTube. That way everybody in the community outside of Patreon will know what to expect and then what's there versus what's here and all of that. So that will come. Oh, the calendar from the beginning of, I see what you're saying. You know what? I never did it. I never filled that in. So, I suppose I need to go back and do that, right? I'm not going to do that today, but maybe I will, maybe I'll work on that next week and post it up, because I'm just going to take one little picture from every day and stick it in the calendar. I totally forgot about that. I'm so glad you mentioned it, because yeah, totally forgot. In my head, volume 1 was done. So that's funny. That's so funny. Yes. Oh, a flip through. You want to flip through this one of the tier of the, yes, I can show you real quick. So a quick flip of volume 2. Yep, I can show you. So I've got the banner here on the front, right? And then we've got the story about things I don't like about Christmas and about December. Then we've got the Hallmark movie wheel that shows the movies that we watched this year, right? And on the back, more movies, and then also my Hallmark movie watching stuff. Day 18, we've got the gingerbread houses, right? With some journaling and some pictures. And that goes into this pocket. Then we've got, oops, I put it in too far. Then we've got day 19. So I didn't add anything to the back of this, and I'm totally fine with that. Day 19 is the peeking or no peeking with pictures of our wrapped presents this year. I still really love the way that one came out. Day 20 is somebody who made a really big impact on the Christmas season. So I talked about my grandma for that one. I haven't put these, like, I haven't adhered these back to back yet. I don't know when I'll do that. I honestly might do that next year. Like when I flip back through this again and then I feel inspired to go back and do it. So I've got the quote here, the stamped quote page. This one was all about cookies. So the front is a recipe and the back is a photo of the cookies. So we've got sugar cookies, gingerbread cookies. Back in you go. And then on the back side, we've got peppermint candy canes and go back in there. And orange cookies, which we frosted with red frosting, even though they're orange cookies. Day 22 was the ornament advent. So you can see, like, as these have been squished together, it holds these down a lot better than they were when we first did it. So then these all open up and have the ornaments underneath, right, that show, like, for each letter of the alphabet, we picked an ornament off the tree from A to Z. This one's ornament alphabet. Then day 23 is our Christmas Atom party with the who, what, when, where, why. Day 24 is the Christmas Eve story, where the story comes out from behind the fireplace. Oops. Okay, there we go. So there's that one. Day 25 is the Christmas morning. So we've got the journaling over here and the photo of Christmas morning. Day 26 is the Merry mini album that opens up and has the ephemera pieces in a pocket. And then this all flips up to reveal all of her hiding spots and activities that she brought. And that just ties back together again. Well, if I can do that. I was going to see if I could do it quick. Okay. Then we've got day 27, which was a random story about my niece coming over for the day. Day 28 is about our crazy weather that we've had here this year, crazier than even normal crazy. Day 29, I won't open them all up, but day 29, these all open up and have things I want to remember about the year, plus little photos on the inside from my birthday selfie photo shoot. Gotta have those. I mean, I did have Erin take some pictures. So this side is the pictures that Erin took, and the back side are pictures that I took of myself. So that's day 29, and it says what I want to remember, and then that goes to all of those. Then today, day 30, we've got the gratitudes from December on the front and on the back. And then we have hello to joy and goodbye to embrace with my new word on the back, and then all those cards. So that's volume 2, which is day 16 to 31. So it's exactly half. And this would fit a lot better if I didn't have those cards included, but it still is fine. I don't care. It's still fine. Still haven't started December Daily. Wanted to do it because you've done it the past 2 years. Loved looking through it, but just didn't feel like Christmassy this year. I can totally relate to that. That sometimes it's just hard to tell the stories because you just don't feel like it, you know? Thank you, Lindsay. Yeah, I mean, this is a project I really have enjoyed, and it's been really great to, to put it together. I'm glad to be done on December 31st. And I'm ready to move on to some new projects for the new year. I'm ready to not do anything red and green for a while. Because sometimes we feel like that too, like, oh, I'm just ready to be done with this color scheme. Yeah, it's been a good year. It's been a good year, a good December, and I'm happy to have had the company, your guys' company, all along the way. Definitely something I feel grateful for. Oh. Yes. You need family photos. Yes, you need family photos. I know a photographer. I know 2 photographers, so we can make it happen. Yes, I see some confusion about like tier 1, tier 2. So back in the day when I first started Patreon, I used to have a $1 tier and a $5 tier. In October, I dissolved the $1 tier. So that's no longer a thing that's available. That's just non-existent. So then we just went down to the $5 tier, which in Patreon lingo, they call that now tier 1 because it's the only tier that exists. So tier 1. So when I add in the $10 tier tomorrow, that will in Patreon lingo be tier 2 because it's the second one and, the higher one. So yeah, there is no more tier 1 $1 tier. So that one just like put out of your mind. It does not exist. So we just have the $5 tier. That is the only one currently. And then we're going to add in a $10 one for some additional content. Hopefully that makes a little bit more sense. Oh, Karen, I didn't know you found me from that podcast. That was one of my, I love talking about scrapbooking and planning. If you want me to just talk for hours, you just start talking to me about planning and scrapbooking. So that was such an awesome conversation to have with Jennifer. And I don't know, that's definitely one of my more favorite interviews I've ever had, just because it's nice to be with like-minded people who enjoy planning and crafting too, So it's so funny. I'm really glad that you found me from there. That's really cool. Liz, if you want to upgrade, tomorrow will be the first opportunity for you to do that. Once this new tier is available, you can join it or cancel it whenever you want. It's not like you have to join on the 1st. That's not how it works. It's just, I didn't want it to be available to even upgrade to it until January 1st, because I didn't want you to get charged for content that you were not going to get. And on Patreon, as soon as you upgrade, you pay extra. So if you upgraded on December 30th, you would be charged another $5 for this month when you're not getting anything extra in December. So just to prevent that from happening, that's why I'm not even going to make it available until the 1st. But once it's available, it's just there. Like you can wait and upgrade later. You can not upgrade. You can do it right away, or if you do upgrade and then you decide it's not really for you, you can downgrade. Like it's very fluid. It just wasn't going to be available to even do so until tomorrow, just for being charged sake, if that makes sense. Duh. You listened a few times. That's so funny. I love that. Yay. So yes. Does that make sense though for signing up? So yeah, tomorrow, as soon as I hit the launch button, then it'll be ready for you. So I just wanted to wait until we crossed over into January of 2022. Eventually, you guys, when I set up my new camera and I get everything mounted right, I'll be able to just like flick you back to my face. This whole time we could have just been talking and you could see me instead of watching my hands make movements. That would have been cool. Yes, that makes sense. Okay, great. Great. Frozen. Talk about the difference in the tiers. Yes, so tier, you know what? Okay, I feel very awkward talking to you when you can just see my hands. So let me flip you back over so you can see my face again. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna put you in here and hopefully not hit any weird buttons. Oof, okay. There we go. Okay, all right, so, perfect. Differences in tier 1 versus tier 2. So tier 1 is going to be primarily where you're going to get like inspiration type of content is how I saw it in my mind. So you are going to get a total of 6 exclusive process videos every month. 2 of them are going to be for the Story Kit Crush series with an older story kit. So in January, that will be Pieces. So on YouTube, I will be crushing Pieces every Monday. On Patreon, we are also going to have Pieces process videos, but those ones are only going to be available on Patreon, not on YouTube, if that makes sense. So YouTube's going to get 3, you're going to get 2. So that's 5 total. So you get 2 for the old kit, 2 for the new kit, and then 2 that are going to be using a stamp. And the story stamp, I've chosen 12 story stamps to use this next year. You don't have to have those exact same story stamps, and I'll try to offer some advice on what other stamps might be suitable for that type of theme or the layout that I'm creating, whatever it is. I'll try to do that for you guys as well. But you're gonna get 2 for the old, 2 for the new, 2 for a stamp. So 6 total process videos exclusive only to Patreon. In addition to that, there's also a Friday series called Fridays with Friends. Fridays with Friends is a live recorded interview between me and one person in our community. Every month I reach out to, well, January is the first month of it, but my plan is that every month throughout the course of the year, I will reach out to various people in the community, some who I might want to talk to about a very specific topic that I know they would be a really authoritative voice on, and some who maybe I don't have a specific topic, but I just want to chat with them about crafting and help you get to know them better. So every Friday you will have a pre-recorded over Zoom conversation between me and somebody in the community, and we're calling those Fridays with Friends. They'll be done almost like a podcast, but not really because you'll be able to see us. And I also will have an audio version, an audio file available. So if you don't want to watch it and you just want to listen to it while you're out for a walk or whatever, it offers you that opportunity to do so. my purpose in doing Fridays with Friends is to have a way of building community at a different level, in a different sort of format for our group. And I wanted Tier 1 to have some community aspect to it as well. That's not the primary focus of Tier 1, but that is an added benefit to Tier 1. And it also allows whoever my guest is to have the most exposure possible within the group. So that is Tier 1. So it's the 6 process videos, a weekly Friday with Friends episode, and then you're also granted access into our exclusive Facebook group. And in the Facebook group, we do some weekly discussion topics, or that's on the docket for next year. That's where we can communicate with each other. You can share your projects. We can, really kind of build that community space there as well. I don't think I'm forgetting anything for Tier 1. So that's Tier 1. Tier 2. So Tier 2 is going to be the $10 tier that will go live tomorrow. When that goes live, what Tier 2 will have in addition to Tier 1. So they get everything that I just mentioned. Plus, there's a weekly Monday coffee hour, which is, I tried to make it as close to like a relative lunch hour as possible. For me, it's going to be at this normal time, so this 1 p.m. time. So that, it might not work for everybody, the timing, but for me, I wanted to still have a way to touch base, to come and just kind of hang out and talk and chat about life, and kind of like we do here. I come on here live and we just tell stories, right? And you guys tell stories right back. And I don't want to let that completely go. It's just really hard to be here live every single day. So this allows me to still come and be with you guys once a week. It will be a standing Zoom call, so you can join in and you can chat if you want to. If you want to just listen, you can turn off your video and your mic, and that's totally fine. You're welcome to just come and listen in. If you want to participate, you can participate. It'll just kind of be like, my idea is basically like coffee, crafts, and conversation. Like, I might work on something, I might not. I might just sit here with a cup of coffee and tell you about my week, and ask questions about yours. It's just something that feels a little more casual, but that also can bridge that gap. So it's not as much about like providing entertainment as it is about connecting, if that makes sense. So that's the Monday coffee hour. That'll be every Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern time. And then on every last Thursday of the month, we have a book club. So we will meet up through Zoom and discuss a book that we chose for the month. I've already chosen all 12 books. And my sister Haley, who's here with me, she is going to help me host the book club. So we're going to have discussion questions. We'll have some communication about that beforehand. We're going to give you guys some fun ideas for snacks and drinks and like all that good stuff. And then she's going to potentially create some additional bookish content for us as well. So that's really exciting. That's just bonus that she wants to do because she loves books. She's my little book nerd sister. It's great. I love it. So that's part of Tier 2. The Zoom events will go to Tier 2, and they will be events. So they won't necessarily be Zoom hangouts. I mean, like, yes, we're going to be hanging out Zoom. We're going to hang out. But more than that, we're going to develop some games and activities and challenges and make it kind of like a condensed weekend crop. So it's like a 2 to 3 hour event where we get together, we make projects together, we play games, and we just have a really great time. There'll be prizes, there'll be, all kinds of fun stuff. So that's going to be part of the events, the Zoom events, and that will be once a month on the 3rd Saturday of the month. And you can find all of you can find more details as well as the schedule. So as a reminder of like what day, what time. All of that's included on the content calendar that I released. Both it's on Patreon, and you can also find it on Facebook as well in the group. And then I'm trying to think what else I am missing. Oh, and the digital package. So there's going to be a digital package that will be given to tier 2. The digital package is going to be pretty extensive and honestly might even just pay for itself in your monthly fee. So my sister-in-law, Caitlin, who's here on the chat, she has an art degree, and I have commissioned her to help me create a monthly printable. So it'll be a monthly exclusive printable for Patreon. It'll have a couple of journaling cards on it, some embellishments on it, and some other exciting things that we'll talk more about as we get into January. So we're gonna have it's an 8.5 by 11 printable every month. And then I am also going to include all of my layer templates for all of the projects I've created in that month. So for example, in January, I have crushed the glow kit, which I've already done all my videos. I've already done all the projects. You're just going to see them in January. So I want to say it was like 9 projects is what I ended up with for glow. And I have 9 projects for pieces. And then I will have 2 projects for the stamp. All of those in some way, shape, or form likely have a digital template that I created to help me design, add in my text, add in my photos at the right sizes, and all of that. So in the digital package, you are going to get all of them. So not just the 2 layouts that you're seeing on Patreon. You'll get all the ones for YouTube and any of the ones that I create in addition to that maybe I don't have a process video for, but you'll see the end result. And then if that's something that you want to recreate, you'll be able to do that. So the digital package itself will have anywhere from, let's say, 10 to 15 digital templates, and then also the printable. So it's pretty extensive. But that's stuff I'm doing for me, and it's a great thing that I can offer as a benefit to you if I package it all up and give it to you each month. So that is that. And I think that is it. I'm probably forgetting something, but I think that's it. So the tier 1 is essentially the minimal. So that's like, if you want to see more process videos and that's what you're here for, tier 1's for you. It's going to help introduce you to some other people in the community through Fridays with Friends, but it's primarily like if you're just interested in watching process videos, like more than I have on YouTube, then that's where you want to go. If you want to really dive into the community, get to know people here, and just like really grow in the community aspect of scrapbooking, then tier 2 is probably more so where you want to be. Because that's where all that's going to be. That's where I'm hoping to build a community, is more so there. But I know that there are a section of people that's not something that they're interested in, and that takes a higher commitment. So I have that, what will be tier 1, the $5 tier, that's going to be primarily process videos with a little bit of extra community stuff, because I feel like even if you don't want it, you should have some. So you're going to get some, you know? So hopefully that helps to answer questions. And the digital package, my hope is to have it available to you at the beginning of the month. I have 2 more that I need to put together for the stamp. And as soon as I have those done, it's ready. So the digital package will be available to you, I am hoping, by no later than January 3rd of this month. And moving forward, it'll be available on the 1st. It's just that I've been trying to get everything done for January 1st in a week and a half, and I have barely left this office in days. So it's just trying to cram it in and make sure I get it done and to the quality that I like. So as soon as I get that stamp one done, I'll get those loaded in, and then the digital package will be ready for you. The cool thing about that is as I'm creating the projects, you'll be able to go in there and grab it right away if it's something that you want to make for yourself. Also, part of the digital package for the printable is going to be a bingo card for for reading. It's a reading bingo card done in a 3x4 size with the challenge. So every month we'll give you a new one. And if you complete 4 in a row, then you are going to be entered into a drawing to win a gift card to bookshop.org. So basically you can win yourself a free book, potentially, once a month. So that's going to be part of it. Part of the printable will be that. And then part of the printable is also going to be a monthly bookmark that you can use that month. And the first one we did for the entire year, which will make more sense when you see it. And the ones following up with that will probably pertain more to the book we're actually reading that month, just as a fun way to keep track of the books that we've read. So that sounded kind of fun. All right, let me see. That was a lot of information I just threw at you. Sorry. Okay, so if you are currently in the $5 tier, and you don't want to upgrade to the $10 tier, then you don't do anything. Like, don't make any changes. And you'll stay in that $5 tier. If you want to upgrade to the $10 tier, then what will happen is your monthly fee will change from $5 to $10. So let's say in January you're charged $5 and you upgrade, then it will prorate that and it will charge you the other $5. And then from there on out, it will be 10, if that makes sense. If you pay for the annual amount, then it will prorate it and add on however much more it is, if that makes sense. So it'll prorate it so that you're not like paying 5 and then paying another 10. It'll just, all that. Okay. My hands are pretty too. Thanks, Caitlin. Not when I need to paint my nails so bad. Okay. Yep. Bum. Okay. Sorry, I'm just looking through your comments to see if I've missed anything. Yeah, so many of the books that we're reading are available on Audible. There might be, are there any that are not available on Audible? I don't know if we picked any that wouldn't, but I'll have Haley double check that. I'm pretty sure they're all going to be available on Audible, but yes, the first 3 for certain are. There's also ways to get them for free. Technique type videos too. I don't have any plans right now, Lindsay, for like tutorial or technique videos right now. Those are sometimes really hard to film. So there's like a sense of hesitation in it, or procrastination. Like if there's anything I feel like procrastinating, it's always tutorial type videos. But we'll see. I eventually I am still in the works planning to do some kind of Photoshop class, but this year ended up not being the year for that. So we'll see what happens next year. Okay, I think I might have answered all your questions. Okay.
There's one that may not be, which is the killer content.
Oh yeah, so there might be one that's not on there. That's potentially our October book, which I picked. Okay, so we picked this book for October called Killer Content, and it's like a cozy murder mystery.
They have it on Libby, so they should have it on Audible.
Okay, it's on Libby. If you guys don't know anything about Libby, I'm having Haley eventually write us a post about Libby so I can introduce you to the most amazing app in the whole world.
It's my best friend.
Okay. Exactly, Caitlin. Yes, doing the work now is going to make it so I can play next year. I'm going to work hard this week and then hopefully play hard next month. Oh boy. Yes, a planning. Oh yeah, I forgot about the planning album. Okay, hold on, let me grab that real quick. I'll show you. I haven't done much for the other ones because the year hasn't started, but okay. So this is the Allie Edwards Story Planner, which she is doing away with. So they're all like incredibly on sale, and I bought way too many of them, but don't tell anyone. So you're looking at my face and not at my desk. I'm an idiot. Okay, hold on. Let me flip you back around. I'll show you this. You guys, you know, this is why I need a different setup. It's going to happen. So I'm not doing this. Okay, so let me show you this thing. I love it. As I just like looked at the ceiling and talked for a little bit there. Okay. That's what I do when you guys look at my desk. Although when I have a camera that allows you to see my face the whole time, I'm going to have to like, I'm going to have to figure out this. Okay. So this is the Allie Edwards Story Planner right here. This, like I said, she is doing away with it. So they're kind of like super on sale. I have a few of them. So this one I am using for my Story Kit Crush past story kits. And what I did in here is I've got my very first one for 2022, which is Pieces, the Pieces Story Kit. And then I took her handout that she creates and I sized it down to fit in this album, which I think is like might be 5.5 by 7.5 inches. Anyway, so I have the handout in here because I wanted a way to hold on to this kind of stuff and to be able to look at the physical form. Then I listened to the introduction in the classroom and I used this project plan, which came as a big pad, to help me jot down ideas based on the video that came to mind for me for stories to tell. So I've got like, I wrote down her reason why, I wrote down some things that I wanted to get done, and then I've got like lots of ideas for stories. Then I planned my kit like normal, and I used my pages, which I have also changed to fit in this as well. Like an example, here's one right here that I did. So I planned all of my pieces. I put everything in its envelopes. These went in with the envelopes to keep track of everything. But in here, I also wrote down the same stories on the story pad so that I could write down what photos I needed. Because oftentimes it's annoying when I'm looking for photos to have to reopen all of my envelopes and pull it out and remember. So this made it easier for me to just go on my computer and figure it out. So I have those in here and then that's it. So then I will do next month's here. I'll do the handout, jot down my ideas, and then write down the stories that I actually came up with. It also gives me a good way of coming in here because I will check it off once it's done, or I'll date stamp it when it's done so that I know I've completed that. Because oftentimes I plan stuff, I print stuff, I have it ready to go, and then I don't ever put it together. So it'll give me an idea of when I have something missing that I haven't done yet. So that's what this one is. I have the exact same setup for the Story Kit Crush current kits. So then we've got past, we've got current, and then I have one more.
Mommy, Miss here.
Who's here?
Miss here. No.
Who's here?
Mill.
Mail is here?
There.
Oh, thank you. I'll come get it in just a minute. Thank you. It's probably my book.
Something.
Probably something for sure. Okay, and so then I have one more that has the Project Life. This is Project Life for 2022. And right now I have the entire year in here. Hold on, Jojo. I have the whole year in here, but I actually have a few more of these because I'm going to split them so that they're less bulky. And it allows me to put in some notes for different things, Jojo. No, thank you. Yeah, I don't want you to pick that. Just put it down. Put it all the way down. All the way. Thank you.
Don't sit down.
Okay, that's fine. I'll get it later.
I will get it.
No, okay. Oh boy. Anyway, so I have this. I have one of these pages. I'm not planning to use this to actually plan my Project Life spreads. I always plan them on the computer.
Come down.
Hey, Jojo, can you go out for a minute? I'll be right out. I'm almost done.
Jojo, come here.
Go see Auntie Haley.
Come here.
Go see Auntie Haley. Okay. So what I'm planning to do with this is done in a 9x12 format, which is perfect because I'm going to be continuing with a 9x12 format. I design all of my Project Life spreads on the computer, and then I print everything off, like my journaling, my photos, everything's printed off and ready to go. And then I usually come over here, and then when I work on it, I forget where everything goes. So then I have to go back over to my computer and turn it on and pull it up so I can remember where the photos go and where the journaling goes. So what I'm planning to do with this is just jot it down after I design it and stick this in with my photos so that when I go to do the layout, I just have it and it's easier. So that's kind of what I'm going to use that for. And these little pads have observations, gratitudes, and overheard. And I felt like that was a really good thing to start tracking. So likely when I do the weeks, I will pull these out and carry them around with me, fill them out, and then they'll go in here. And that way, no matter when I get to it, I've got some information that I can pull from that I can get like deeper information than I can get by just looking at a photo, if that makes sense. So that's that. So I have a Project Life, I have a Story Kit Crush Past, and a Story Kit Crush Current, or yeah, current, new, whatever you want to call it. So those are my planning books for next year. I am planning to film a video. Yeah, they're $250. These are $250 on there. Yeah, that's why I just bought a whole bunch of them. Like I have 3, but I have way more than 3. Shamefully, I think I have like 8. I think I bought 8 of them because they're $2. You know, for me, I got them before the end of the year sale, but I have an additional discount because I'm on the team. So for me, they were like $2 too. So I was like, whatever. I'm just getting them because I might as well. And the planning pages are available digitally. Yes, all of them. So like this one is on there. This one is on there. And the ones that I had for the Story Kit Crush are on there. I will, can't remember if I already did the link for it or not, but I do have a link that I will be posting later at some point once I have the rest filled out that have the new planning sheets. So they're the same concept. They look virtually the same. They just fit inside this book because I have one of these that I'm just going to use to separate them all out. So then I'll have like 3x8s and 6x8s and, you know, to make it easier on me to find what I want. But I put them all in here. So there's like a 6x8, 6x8, 9x12, 12x12. Some of them I had to put sideways because they wouldn't fit at the bottom. But I have these redesigned that I will provide a link to if I don't already. And then the other ones are available digitally. So the ones that Allie has, she has project planning, she has story ideas, she has the Project Life, and then she has the details. So all of those you can find digitally, which is probably something I'll do is purchase the digital version as well, so that if I ever run out, if this is a system that ends up working and she discontinues it, then I can at least print them myself. Okay. Yeah, and that's exactly the point, Lindsay. I see your comment about getting things out of your brain so you can clear your head. And that's exactly why, for me, a lot of times I overplan things because it just allows me to let it go out of my head. Yes. Okay, so one of the things I'll be doing here soon, probably sometime in January, is I'll share my planner system for the coming year. Like, what am I actually using? So these help me organize my Project Life, like my actual projects. Like, these are project planners. So whether that's Story Kit Crush or Project Life, they're helping me to organize my thoughts and ideas for my stories, for my actual projects. But I do have a planner system I'm going to use. Hold on, I'm going to throw these back over here. Ow. that I can give you a sneak peek of. I have a planner system I'm going to be using for next year to help me manage my home, my family, and my work. So that is going to look like this. So the planner I'm going to use for our house and my family is the Clean Mama's Homekeeping Planner, which I like because it has tasks in here for cleaning your house. So like a weekly spread, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this, but a weekly spread, let's see if I can pull this up and show you a closer look of it. So it's got like 5 tasks that you're supposed to do every day, a section to write down what's on the menu for that day, and then 8 additional sections that you can write in like to-do list version of tasks. And that for me works the best when I'm able to just like check mark list things that I need to do in a day. So that's going to be that. And then there is a monthly calendar that I can put in the activities that are happening during that month. So this has like your daily tasks, your weekly tasks, and then I think that might be it. And then there's a monthly checklist and a notes spot. So this is what I'm using to manage home and family. So that means like Izzy's school stuff and Jonah's eventually preschool stuff and what needs to be cleaned and what house projects we're working on and all that sort of stuff, because I need a place to brain dump that. So that's going to be my house thing. And then the work planner, I don't know if you guys have seen Amy Gretchen's work planner that she did in an Archer and Olive journal, but I saw it and I loved it. And so I'm repeating it for myself. So I'm going to use an Archer and Olive journal to do my work stuff. So I've got like all of that in here, and then trackers and weekly things. And I had a fun time making this. So that'll be that. So I've got like a work planner, a house planner, and project planners. So there hopefully should be nothing cluttering up my brain. That is the goal here, is to not clutter my brain. For cleaning, so single tasks. I actually prefer to do the tasks, I think. So I think her system will work for me probably better in that way. I feel like, I don't know if you've ever heard of Fly Lady. I heard about her a couple years back. Actually, it's probably many, many years back. But at the time I didn't have my own house or anything like that where I needed a system. We were living with my parents, so it just, it wasn't quite the same. Like we weren't in an apartment or anything that was technically ours. So, but I found her, and I feel like hers might be more based on, like she has zones. So I feel like her system is more based on rooms versus tasks. I like to do tasks because like I like to get all my vacuuming done in a day, if possible, or clean all the toilets in a day. That doesn't bother me as much. Yeah. So, yes. Oh, I see what you're talking about. I think for me, like if I started to feel like that, like if I think, part of it is that every day you have certain tasks, right? Like every day you're supposed to pick up the floors and pick up the clutter and stuff like that. For things like dusting and floors and all of that, I don't know. I feel like as long as you're consistent on it, then it works out fine. But let's say that you have vacuuming on Wednesdays and like Wednesday comes and goes and you don't vacuum. And then you don't find time for it. And then next week it's Wednesday and it come and goes and you don't vacuum. Then it starts to build up and causes stress in that way, because in your mind, you might think like, well, Wednesday's vacuuming day. So that could be complicated, but I think as long as you're fluid and you're like, I didn't get to it yesterday, I can do it today, I have time. Then that's fine. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Tuesdays are toilets and towels. We know how to have a good time. I love that. That's so funny. And yes, Friday is catch-all day. Yep. So anything that you don't get to in the week, you get to on Friday. Yes. Yeah, look into Clean Lady or Clean Mama or Fly Lady. They're kind of like the two main ones that I've heard of over the years. I tried parts of Fly Lady when I lived with my mom, with my parents. Hers to me is a little more intense than Clean Mama. Clean Mama is a little more flexible. At least it feels like that right now, not having done it for a year. So I'll let you know next year how flexible it really feels. Yeah, having routines definitely helps for sure. All right, friends. Well, I think, didn't I just tell you if you ask me to talk about crafts and planning, I'll talk for hours? Didn't I just say that like earlier today? Look at you. You got me started. Yes, shine your sink and make your bed. Yes. Yep. That, and I liked how what did she call it? The swish and something? Swishing something. That was like the toilet, where she wanted you to clean your toilet every day, which was intense. But I'll tell you what, when I did it for like a month, I've never had a toilet so clean. My sister's laughing because she's like, yeah, you're probably right. Oh man. Yes, I agree with that. It is easier to get people involved in it. Yes. So, all right, friends. Well, I'm going to let you go. I got to turn this camera back over to my sister so she can keep filming her reading journal and get that done before we go and celebrate the new year, 2020. So, to 2022, we're not going back. We're not going back. Never again. 2022. That's hard to say. I'm just going to call it 22. I'm not going to call it 2022. 22.
If you have,
22.
I know a lot of people are going to play the Taylor Swift. I'm feeling 22.
What? I didn't know that was a song.
It's a song that's like 22 by Taylor
What?
Swift.
Okay, apparently there's a song by Taylor Swift called 22 that we all need to listen to. That's so funny. All right, you guys. Happy New Year. Have a great night tonight. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. Thank you for being here with me all of these days. You guys rock and you make these so fun. I'm going to miss the everyday thing, but I also look forward to a little more time to get some stuff done. And yeah, I'm just grateful for you all. Grateful for you all. I hope you have a fantastic New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and I will see you guys in the 22. All right, friends. See you later. Bye.